What's going on, everyone? My name is Jeff. NIO stock is up 36% over the past month. There was a fantastic opportunity for some return if you would have bought in these lows. Now, I think the problem that everybody had, probably the same that I did, unless you were just a long-term investor, was nobody knew where the bottom was going to set in at, okay? There's a lot of similarities between the way NIO and Tesla are both trading right now. Now, Tesla is up 15% over the past month, but as you can see, there is a lot of similarity in the chart patterns. If you go back to the past 3 months, Tesla really found its bottom, or what we perceive as the bottom, on the 3rd of June, and that's when Tesla hit $177 a share. And NIO really found its bottom here on the 14th of June when it hit $2.42 per share, okay? So like I said, not the exact type of chart pattern, but they did hit their lows close to the same dates, and they're both seeing some level of recovery. But if you want to go back to their September 2018 IPO, NIO opened up at $6.60, and in their first day of trading made its way up to $11.60. So it is down roughly $8 from those highs shortly after their IPO, and it's down roughly 50% from its IPO price. Now, so is NIO headed back to $5? Is this a good place to start an initial investment, or is NIO gonna trade down lower? That's what we're gonna really try to investigate and talk about in this video. So do me a favor, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video and leave a comment. I appreciate all the support, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We're gonna look at the bull side, we're gonna look at the bear side, and then at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you how I plan to trade NIO stock. So let's first talk about their June deliveries. They delivered 927 ES8s and 413 ES6s in June. So this, guys, right off the bat, these numbers should boost their earnings numbers quite a bit. Now, they just had an earnings report at the end of May, so we're probably not going to see another one till late August or September. The company's total second quarter deliveries topped 3,553. This is above the prior guidance range of 2,800 to 3,200. So I guess you could look at that and assume, yes, they probably will beat on next quarter's earnings, but just keep in mind, it's all about that forward guidance. And then despite this impressive delivery beat, NIO stock could not get away from the short-term selling pressure, even though over the past month, like we just seen a minute ago, NIO stock is up over 30%. And then while analysts were cutting the sales forecast for NIO's first production SUV, the ES8, its second SUV, the ES6, is now in production. Of course, that was halted right around earnings time. In fact, NIO has delivered the first vehicles on June 18th to lucky owners in several Chinese cities, including Beijing and Shanghai. So some of that is moving forward, might not be moving forward at the pace investors want it to, but there is some progress there. Now, for this very reason, while neutral on NIO stock, UBS analyst Paul Gong believes that the ES6 could be a game changer for the company. Gong estimates that NIO could deliver more than 2,000 of the ES6 monthly in the second half of 2019, providing NIO with a better selling mass audience SUV than the ES8. And just for fun, I figured I will show a couple pictures of the ES6. Of course, this is the ES6 right here, and this is the newest SUV. Now, this car, it does feature two 160 kilowatt electric motors, one at each axle, granting it all-wheel drive. A performance model steps up to 240 kilowatts unit at the rear. You know, with the bigger battery, the range is expected to reach about 317 miles per charge. The base model is estimated at around 255 miles. So now coming back here to the chart, I think the bull case and the bear case pretty much lie right here on this chart, guys. As you can see, down 50% from their IPO prices, and they did touch the $2.40 range for a period of time, and so maybe a bottom has set in. We really do not know the answer to that. You know, a little bit of good news about the June deliveries. That is not going to be enough to hold this stock up. It is going to have to be several months of good delivery news, and then of course a rock solid earnings report with great forward guidance, okay? And now what is the likelihood of that happening? Well, I will say this, the June delivery report, that is a very good start. So let's concentrate on the positive things. And I also will mention this. NIO is $3.45, and it does feel like it's the second opportunity play Tesla from its IPO price. So very, very affordable here. You can buy almost 100 shares of NIO for what it costs to buy one share of Tesla. But Tesla obviously is the much more developed company, has a much longer track record, but they're seeing the same disappointments. So if you are a NIO bull, like I said, you can measure this out very carefully. You can say, hey, I'm going to jump in the stock here at $3.45. And if for some reason I see it trade under $2 or maybe close to $1.50, then you will buy another position, okay? Keep cost averaging down. And at some point, I do think you will see a nice rise in the stock price. And honestly, guys, I think these delivery numbers are going to continue to trend up. And I do think NIO will be trading back to $5 per share very soon. Might be a little bumpy getting there, but I think by September or October, NIO is going to be back to $5 a share. Now, unfortunately, guys, we have seen this huge dip in the stock price. There is several reasons why. I'm going to present the case that NIO stock could trade down even lower than it is now. Like I said, they currently do not have a profit or operating margin, and the return on assets, of course, this being an IPO, a new type of company, is negative 44%, and they're seeing a negative 433% on return of equity. So what they're doing right now, they're borrowing a lot of money and they're not making very much. This is a startup company. And so from the fundamental side, you couldn't compare this company to a Coca-Cola or an AT&T or a Verizon Wireless or anything like that. This is pure startup investing, and you're investing into the future, investing into what this company could be. You are not buying into the fundamentals. Another thing, guys, I really want to bring to your attention, a lot of people think this is why the stock shot from $2.40 all the way back up another $1 to $3.40, is that was just simply a short squeeze. I think obviously the June deliveries numbers helped push the stock back up, but there probably was some level of short squeeze. As you can see right here, the short percent of float for the month of July, guys, NIO is 21.75%. So 20% of all the shares held on NIO are being held short right now. And that really plays a huge effect on how the stock trades. And if you look here, the line right under the short percent increase and decrease. So from the month of June to July, it has seen a 12% increase, okay? Like I said, 21% of all shareholders of this company are expecting NIO to trade down lower. Another thing I do want to point out to you guys is that NIO, back here on the 3rd of July, it actually rallied on Tesla's deliveries beat, okay? So keep in mind, 13% of this jump in the stock price came as a result of Tesla reporting Q2 deliveries ahead of expectations. So a little bit of Tesla's numbers are baked into NIO stock price right now, which could lead to a disappointment if the earnings are not there come earnings time. I just wanted to point that out, like a sympathetic move on a stock. Of course, you see tech companies do this all the time. For example, the other day when Netflix started to crash, so did all the other FANG stocks, Facebook, Amazon, Google. They all started to take a loss sympathetically for Netflix. And I think NIO and Tesla often trade together, and they trade sympathetically. Some of Tesla's delivery numbers are being baked into NIO's numbers right now, which could cause the stock to fall as we near earnings time. I guess another thing too to keep in mind is just overall competition. Okay, this space is getting very crowded from a lot of auto manufacturers, but you do have to have faith if you are going to invest in NIO that they're making the best products. And like I said, guys, making a 650 horsepower SUV with 6 and 7 seats, that's pretty unique. This is a very unique company, and I believe they will be penetrating, worldwide sales in just a matter of a few years. That's why I feel like you do have to invest on these ground levels when the When the level of fear is very, very high, what did Warren Buffett always teach all of us? That's when you need to be a buyer. And then when confidence is at an all-time high, that's when you need to be a seller. So there is a lot of fear associated with NIO stock right now. And that's why I am currently going to be taking a position in NIO stock. Going back to last year, I bought NIO shortly after the IPO. Then right before the earnings report, 2 quarters ago, near the start of 2019, I sold my position in NIO. I made about a 9% gain and I walked away. I was expecting a very disappointing earnings report, and that one was pretty good. But again, this last one was far more disappointing. And the reason I got out of NIO at that time too is because of the IPO expiration. And we did see around a 12% drop in the stock price when that time come. But I think here at $3.48, I think is a fantastic place to start. And I really have no doubts in my mind that somewhere between 5 and 10 years from now, NIO will be a $15 to $20 stock, possibly trading up to $25. So the more negativity that comes in, the more this stock does get beat down. In my opinion, that's just giving you more and more opportunities to buy. That's all I got for the video, guys. Go down in the comment section and share your thoughts on NIO stock. I really would like to hear that. Thank you as always for watching the video, and have a great day.